Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Frank Martin said, "We know Gervonta Davis is explosive and fast, but I've got it all too." Frank Martin challenges Gervonta Davis for WBA lightweight title in Las Vegas. Frank Martin goes up against Gervonta Davis on Saturday, June 15th at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. The undefeated contender of Detroit looks to claim the WBA lightweight title against the unbeaten three-division world champion of Baltimore. Making his first attempt to become champion, Frank Martin expects a tough fight against Gervonta Davis. Nevertheless, the 29-year-old challenger says he is coming to win. "I feel like this is one of those moments where all the hard work I put in is paying off," Frank Martin said at a media workout. "With all the work I've been putting in leading up to the fight, and all the work I've put in over the years, this just feels like a life-changing moment. This is my time to come out on top. I just need to be composed, be calm and be who I am. I can't let any of the antics or crowd or the noise get in the way of me getting the victory. I feel like this is gonna be a good fight. We all know what Gervonta Davis brings, but a lot of guys don't know what I bring. They know a little bit of it, but they don't know the full arsenal I have. We know Gervonta Davis is an explosive fighter and fast. He is got it all. But on fight night, the world will see that I've got it all too. The best man will win that night," Frank said. "I believe in myself, even if the world is against me. I know the work that I put in. I feel like I was born to do this. I win this fight. I feel it in my body. It's just time for me to show up and show out," Frank Martin said. "I expect Gervonta to come out and put his best foot forward. He's gonna be him. I know he is all the way locked in for me. I know he felt the energy from me and he knows I'm coming to win," Frank Martin said. Shakur Stevenson's future uncertain as a promoter Bob Arum addresses Gervonta Davis' fight and contractual situation. Top-ranked promoter Bob Arum clarified on Friday that there had been zero negotiations between his company and the PBC to make a unification fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. Arum points out that Shakur's contract with the top rank ends with his fight on July 6 against Artem Haratunyan. He says if Shakur expands his contract, he's got some interesting fights for him. Shakur hasn't said which company he would sign with if he leaves top rank, but recently he has been lying in on thick, complimenting PBC, the management for Tank Davis. Some believe that could be Stevenson's way of improving his chances of that fight happening with Gervonta Davis. If Shakur Stevenson signs with Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn, they would have possible fights available for him against Devin Haney, Andy Cruz, and Sabriel Matias. Haney is the only one who would give Shakur a big payday, and it's not a sure thing that a fight would happen if he inked with Matchroom. No, we haven't talked to the PBC about Gervonta Davis because of Shakur's contract with us, so we are going to see if they are going to do an extension with us, and then we are certainly happy to talk to them about Gervonta Davis, say promoter Bob Arum. When asked if he was going to try and put a fight together between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, none of those fights would give Shakur the big payday that he would get if he fought Gervonta Davis with Premier Boxing champions. If Shakur is just interested in getting a big payday, going to Premier Boxing champion for a 1 or 2 fight deal might work. It's doubtful that PBC would agree to let Shakur fight Gervonta Davis unless he signed a long-term deal. Shakur will be a free agent after his July 6th fight against Artem Haratunyan. At that particular point, we have to know what his plans are before we can make any commitments with him because we may not be his promoter, said Arum. Promising fights on the horizon. if he does resign, we have some really interesting fights for him, but I'm not going to go into that because right now he is a free agent after July 6th. He's been a great fighter. We have enjoyed promoting him and we'll see what happens down the line, say Arum about Shakur. Gervonta Davis' name is the opponent Shakur Stevenson must face before he will fight him. As one of the biggest pay-per-view draws in the sport, Gervonta Davis has no shortage of opponents lining up to face him for a bumper payday. One man who has been calling for that fight for years is fellow American and three-way world champion Shakur Stevenson. Stevenson currently holds the WBC lightweight title, whilst Tank Davis has the WBA belt. Speaking to social media about the unification bout, Gervonta Davis assured fans that Stevenson is on his hit list. Shakur is definitely one of the 6 or 7 fights on this deal. He is definitely one of them. When asked if the 26-year-old would pose the biggest threat to him, the Baltimore native was dismissive of his rival's skills. No. How is he the best? Show me something that he is done that's outrageous. Show me. His power isn't outrageous, and what defense? He just jumps back. You never see him slip any punches. You never see that. Go watch him. You just see him back up and move around. He ain't got no technique. His offense is the same thing. Look at his fights, easy work. I touched him with 16-ounce gloves, and that's it. Shakur was last out against Edwin de los Santos in a less than convincing performance, and Gervonta Davis says he will give him his shot if he gives de los Santos a rematch. Tell him to rematch Edwin de los Santos, and I believe he beats him, we can get it on. I guarantee you, he won't fight that guy again, I guarantee it, Gervonta said. Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin will step into the ring on June 15th, and in the bookmakers, the top favorite is Gervonta Davis, but it was the American himself who raised his standards by pointing out in his social networks that he will finish the fight by KO, and even dared to say that it will be in 9 rounds. Gervonta Davis gives his prediction of the fight with Frank Martin. It is not that Gervonta Davis is a very quiet boxer in his comments. He is always looking for controversy, and even in the past face-to-face with Frank Martin, they came close to coming to blows. But with just a few days to go before the fight, he raised the stakes with a prediction of a cloud KO to his next opponent. Gervonta's record is 29 fights, all wins, 27 of them by knockout, and he even had the luxury of knocking Ryan Garcia to the canvas with a hook to the liver, and now he is being compared to Muhammad Ali, who predicted the end of his fight and was right in most of them. In the last few hours, Davis took to social media and simply wrote 9. Boxing fans quickly understood that the fighter had mentioned the round in which he would send Martin to the canvas. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.